Hey Bengals fans, Marisa Contipelli checking in from Buffalo, New York, where the Bengals are set for a Week 3 matchup against the Bills. CBS analyst Jay Feely will be on the call for Sunday's game. And Jay, when you look at this Bills offense, they'll be without running back Devin Singletary in this one, but quarterback Josh Allen is the one leading the charge. What does he do well, and what type of challenge will he pose on this Bengals defense?
Well, he's been progressing. Last year he struggled with turnovers. The first week this year, first half, he turned it over 4 times. Since then, hasn't turned the ball over. He's 64% completion percentage. Finding his receivers, John Brown's been a big add for this team, being able to stretch the field, create easy throws for him. But what he does really well is run the ball, extend plays, get outside the pocket, and then he's got that big arm to be able to throw the ball downfield. So for the Bengals, they need to keep him in the pocket. Dunlap on the left side. Don't allow him, when the play breaks down, to escape, get out to his right, and be able to then extend plays.
When you look at the other side of the ball, the Bills' defense has played sound through 2 weeks, and something the Bengals have struggled to establish is that run game. Just how critical is it going to be for them to get the run game going and to get it going early?
Well, there's a team, the Bills, that were number 2 in the NFL last year. They're top 10 in both categories again this year. They're very sound defense. They play hard and physical and don't allow you to have big plays. That's what this whole defense is predicated on. So, if you're the Bengals and what you need to do, obviously running the ball is key for this offense because you want to be in 11 personnel. You want to hit play action and hit big plays. And so we talked to Zach Taylor about it. He wasn't too concerned about that running game. Week 1 against Seattle, it was kind of what they needed to do. Like Seattle, where it's playing a 6-man front, they weren't going to let you run the ball, and so they said, okay, we'll throw the ball, and they moved the ball down the field. Last week was a little bit different story, and I think you'll see them be able to run the ball, and Mixon is a guy that obviously led the AFC in rushing last year. He can move the ball, and if you don't have penalties, which a number of the times he had big plays, and those plays got brought back by penalties. So there's going to be plays there to be made. They have to be able to run the ball to be able to hit those play actions.
And having a chance to talk with Bengals players throughout the week, they've said this is a must-win game. Would you echo that same sentiment? And is there a big difference between starting the year 0-3 as opposed to 1-2?
Well, there certainly is when you look at playoff percentages and whether or not you have an opportunity to get in the playoff percentage. Starting 1-2 versus 0-3 is a big difference. But for me, it's really about the way that you come back, especially after the way you played against San Francisco last week. Not coming out and playing physical, not making plays, not being sound on either side of the ball. So coming back this week, resetting everything, because week 1 against Seattle played excellent. Should have won that game, didn't make the plays that they needed to, but you felt really good about yourself. Not so last week against the 49ers. So come out in this tough environment because it's going to be rocking here at New Era Field. The Bills are 2-0. It's their first home game. You're going to have to deal with that. But Seattle is one of the hardest places in the NFL to play, and they handled it really well. So is this team able to kind of hit the reset button, come back with the right attitude, with the right effort, and go out there and then be able to execute?
Jay, thank you so much for the insight and for spending some time with us today. You can find Jay on the call of this one, CBS, just after 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Bengals taking on the Bills from New Era Field.